Welcome back, folks. This is Shane. This is part 2 of our Keys to the Guitar Shop series where we did the Power Trio section. Dr. Rick's got all the fancy guitars and amps on this particular section. I'm relegated to bass.
Well, you know what? It's worthwhile though, because gosh, there were some amazing guitars that we got access to, and you know, we're just so grateful to Sky Music for giving us this opportunity, and yeah, it's just a very exciting prospect of looking at those beautiful guitars on the wall and saying, man, you can have any of them.
Yeah.
Just as long as you put them back on the wall and not into your car.
There's almost nothing better than playing bass with Richo on the drums too. I had a blast, so I love it actually.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You two go really well together. Obviously, you know, got some chemistry and whatnot. So no, it's fantastic, and it was my pleasure to just drizzle my guitar crap over the top of that. That's for sure.
So pretty much all of this is just winged in the moment as well. So yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. And Rick decided to go for pretty much one of the more expensive guitars in the shop. Tell us a little bit about this Gibson.
Yeah, look, it's been there for a little while, so I'm figuring that that's the universe talking to me saying, well, Rick, no one else is going to buy it, so you're really going to have to. But it's from the Gibson custom shop. It's a Les Paul special double cut, and it's got a pair of custom buckers, a sort of 1960s neck profile, so it's a bit slimmer than the 58, 59s, but I knew when I played the first note, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
It was addictive, and it looks obviously something a bit different too than the Les Paul, but it just sounded absolutely mighty. So.
And what amp are you plugged into here? This is
so this is a Marshall. It's a 1974X, a little combo, a little 18 watt. It just runs a pair of EL84s in the output section. No reverb at all. I think it's got a couple of channels. One might be brighter than the other one, but no bells and whistles. But again, I run it just on the edge of breakup because it's only 18 watts. It doesn't take much, and just using Shane's pedal board to kick it over the top. And folks, have a listen, but I was really, really pleased with the results.
words, Rick. Buy it. Do it.
Folks, again, this is one of the troubles. We really should sign a disclaimer before we make these sort of videos that tonight you're going to play a guitar that you didn't even know about, and now you can't live without it. And that's my dreadful experience with playing this double cut special. It looks beautiful. It's so eye-catching, but the tones out of it and the feel, and I'm in deep trouble yet again.
You were flying around on the fretboard, by the way. I just want to throw that in.
Yeah, well,
even before we started, you were like flying around.
Yeah,
and
well,
I was
that's
like,
the thing. It was one of those. It's like when you pick up a PRS. You can't help it. There's no fighting it. I kind of wish there was, but it was. That connection you have, folks, with a guitar. You just play a couple of notes, you think, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. And so I was very happy to finish up and hang it back on the shelf, and then think about it all night.
Type buy it in the comment section if you wanted to get it.
No, don't buy it. No.
And up next, we've got the TV Yellow Gibson. TV Yellow, one of my favourite colours.
Oh, that's great. Absolutely. This is a 1960 Les Paul special, and it's a custom shop one, and it's a B stock. I don't know what's wrong with it. I mean, now I think there's a lot of dents in it, courtesy of me. But
a lot of Rick stank.
My word, and it doesn't matter. You can wash, and you never get it out. But you can always tell too from the guitar face that when there's a stank going on.
Yeah.
It's great. This was a lovely.
I got it paused on this.
Oh,
see if I can put that on screen.
Yeah, no, that's all kinds of nasty, but certainly, it just had that sort of that P90 bark, whereas the custom buckers on the previous one were kind of smooth and wonderful. These are just nasty pieces of work. I mean, similar to your one as well. They've got this character. The rhythm sounds got a little bit more snap in them, and the lead thing has got this sort of it's that sort of super steroid tally sort of sound, but it felt great, and again, look at those nasty guitar faces.
When in doubt, get them both. No. That'd be crazy. But it sounded awesome, part of the problem when you're a guitar player on bass is you start listening to all the guitar parts as well, and you're like, man, I was really digging the tones of that. It sounded super cool.
And the bass, obviously, it sounds great and it looks great. How was it to play?
Man, it was, I went back and had a look at the price the next day.
Yeah.
It was really good, because I go back the next day and shoot all the close-up shots and stuff. And it played great. It's part of the American Professional 2 series.
Oh.
And much like the Strat I played a few weeks back, the bass is one of the nicest basses I've ever played. The action was perfect. It was light. It sounded good. I've never really played a P bass before. They've always been jazz basses. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. I'm more partial to that normally, but the P bass was super cool.
So, folks, next, a guitar from a small boutique builder in California called Cower Guitars. We'll put the links in the description. But this one really caught my eye. It's, it's obviously modelled on a Gibson Firebird, but just with little bits of extra love and attention put into it. It comes with a pair of Lola mini humbuckers. So the tuning pegs are something quite different. They're like a banjo style of tuning peg. Sometimes I find on reverse headstocks, you sort of got to wind from backwards, and tuning and all that sort of thing for simple people like me is more tricky. These ones actually go straight into the back of the headstock, so you're just tuning straight away. And but it still gives you the advantage of the reverse headstock, where your 6th E string, the big fat one, it's got a long length between the nut and the machine head, and it just makes it really sort of this tight sort of banjo-y sound, whereas the first E string has got a very short distance, and so it's a bit more slinky and easy to push around. I really like, and there's just beautiful bits of craftsmanship in this guitar. So, and folks, apologise for, there's probably more clunkers in this than just anything else. It's just jazz. True.
It's the jazz.
Absolutely.
We might be playing 3 different songs in this one, but you're going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. No worries. Well, stay tuned, and apologies to you for you jazz guys too.
So have a chat about how this guitar felt to play, because it looked like you were pretty much into this.
I was totally, it was pickup. The neck is more of a 50s profile.
Cool.
It just felt so comfortable straight away, and then played a note. This guitar, sure, the Gibbo double cut special really affected me profoundly, but this guitar, as far as absolute instant gratification, the feel, the setup, the tones, I was having a very rough night, I'd have to say. It's terrible.
He had it bad. He nearly went home with this guitar.
I did. I asked Andrew, our dear friend at Sky Music, to sharpen his pencil, and I think he just saw that I was, doing everything. It was like, being on a speed date night. It was crazy, but I really, really enjoyed this guitar. It was. I just thought the feel was great, and the tones were good out of it too. So, don't listen to me. But look, check them out on the web, because I reckon they really are something quite special, and just a few points of difference, perhaps refinements, improvements on the original design. But certainly, I could see myself playing a guitar like this.
All right, so Rick got back on another Strat. And what did he choose? The same colour that he always chooses. Fiesta red.
Yeah, look, definition of insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting a different outcome. Why, oh why did I pick up this guitar? I'm having a rough night, guys. Come on, and girls.
The funny thing with you and Strats, you always feel like, I didn't play that well on it, I can't get my sound. You were killing it on this Strat. Wait till you hear this.
I suck on the Strat. I do, compared to you guys. I just can't seem to do it. But no, I was pleasantly surprised, and again, watching this again is just it's just killing me. So can you please stop in the comments section?
So this is a Fender custom shop. It's relict.
Yeah, it's relict. It's a '63 Fiesta red, beautiful slab rosewood fingerboard, and I don't even know what the pickups were. I stopped looking, but
single coil. So
yeah. Very much. But look, at this point in the night, just having a ridiculous fun time, almost in a trance from playing amazing, just beautiful guitars. So just folks, I wish you could all be part of this, but you can't because
So we'll hog it to ourselves.
we pretty much will. But if you get some sort of vicarious pleasure out of watching us getting our rocks off, playing guitars that are worth way more than my car, then we appreciate the support. But no, this was a great Strat.
So after listening back to that, what are your thoughts? Because you haven't seen this until tonight after filming it a few weeks back.
Well, again, I always feel all thumbs. You know, having played Fenders for 30 years and now playing Gibbos for the last, 18 months, I just always feel like I'm slipping off the neck or doing something. But I was pleasantly surprised. There were hardly any clangers compared to when I was playing the Cow, where I just couldn't seem to stumble on a right note. It was like falling down the stairs. But no, I was really surprised that it sounded much better than I recall on the night. It's a beautiful sounding Strat. I mean, I think, your pedal board is just perfect for single coils, you know, with the raw flush and the Nordvang gravity. I mean, the single coils they just scream through that. They thicken up, but they still got the tops. So it was always gonna sound great. And I thought the Marshall sounded good too.
I was about to say that. A lot of people, this is not news to anybody. A lot of people love the Marshall and the Strat. Listening back to that, it was some of the best tone on the night, at least in my opinion anyway. I think you nailed the tone, you were playing great. Richo did his double tone thing and we were having a whole lot of fun.
Far out. No, that guy's, you know, any more tasty it'd be illegal. He's just ridiculous. So no, kudos to him. He's definitely making us sound good, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Rick thought he'd torture himself again with another beautiful guitar. Watch how fast his fingers fly around on this one. Tell us about this one.
Well, this is...
this is a Harley Benton, is it?
No, it's a Barley Henton, actually, which is a spin-off of the... No, not at all. Wash your mouth out. No, this is a PRS, the David Grissom Trem model, DGT. Our dear friend Robert Baker recently got into one of these in a very alluring whale blue colour, but I bought a guitar that's actually made for a man to play. And sorry, Robert, no, Jake. But you know, arguably, just one of the best sounding PRS pickups, I reckon, because David Grissom is a noted tone hound and spent, I believe, at least 2 years working on the tone of these pickups, and they just sound really, really good. And of course, this guitar has the PRS playability, so you know, I'm very, very familiar with that feel, and it just feels so good. So I really enjoyed playing this guitar as well. It's a broken record, folks. I promise you, I'll trash the next guitar video that comes up.
Where to get some studs in your hands coming up. Cheapest guitars in the shop. That can be the next one for you, mate. Enjoy.
Oh, no. Sorry, that's not in my contract, Ryder. But yeah, I know it sounds like a broken record, guys, but you know, look at the guitars in this shot. I mean, there's not a dodgy one anywhere. This is just the most ridiculous fun. But yeah, I enjoyed the feel of this guitar, the tone, the playability, everything. It was just a joke.
Up next might be the most expensive guitar in the shop, or at least one of them anyway.
Oh, so. For sure. Now, this is absolutely in the massive cork sniffer section. This is a Gibson Custom Shop 59 ES 355, and folks, get a look at the headstock of this beast.
Yeah.
It's so fancy, it's ridiculous, like the classic fretless Gibson Les Paul Custom in the day, and it's beautiful, and it's way too beautiful for a chump like me to be playing, that's for sure.
As soon as I saw this on the wall, I was like, man, I wouldn't mind if you could play this, because I asked Rick and I said, I'd love to hear this thing.
Oh, yeah, no, look, and it did sound, it sounded sort of rich and sumptuous.
Yeah.
It's like a beef bourguignon, but yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to play. It was nowhere near the sort of instant gratification of the PRS or the Cower, etc. But it's just a beautiful. It's like a work of art, you know. I would never take it to a gig because I'd just be sweating bullets and it will fall off, or Khaled would smack his headstock into it or something.
Yeah.
He's a friend of ours, who's a bit accident prone, so yeah, lock up your good gear.
Thanks again for watching, folks. Huge thanks to Rick and Richo for being a part of this.
Tell you what, that was
cool.
The most fun. Look, I've loved all the videos we've done there, but there's something about a trio that just brings out just more dynamics and almost like that experimental area you can go off and look, you know, gosh, listen to the Cower. I played some terrible jazz on that, but I really do like that three-piece feel. It's great. Yeah,
it is good. It's great dynamically, and as you said, you can start doing a double time thing and it all works because there's less people that
That's right.
You know, to worry about.
You know, 16 bars to catch on. Oh, it's double time. So yeah, it's really manoeuvrable. It's a bit like a sports car as opposed to a big old B-double semi-trailer or something.
Yeah.
It was great.
A massive thanks again to Sky Music for letting us shoot this video.
Huge.
We'll have another one coming up in the next few weeks, or we'll shoot another one in the next few weeks anyway, and get it up as soon as we can. But thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Cheers, folks. Stay well.